Alright guys, so this is basically a comparison that was brought on by me not being able to finish a 2-minute race with my F60 Pro motors. So I was flying the Racecraft 5040 tri-blades and I wasn't able to finish a 2-minute lap with a 1300 milliamp hour battery. So I since purchased some 1800 milliamp hour batteries and noticed I was getting about the same flight time. So I said, well, let's try changing the props. So I put the crane props on and started this little experiment. So what you're watching right now is DVR footage from a little track that I performed my test on with both props. And you're looking at the crane props right now. The next clip will be the 5040 tries, and basically what I concluded was the 5040 tries were actually a more efficient prop, and that kind of shocked me because the cranes were or are marketed as a more efficient prop. And if you take the time to look at the DVR, you'll see what I use as a timing point for my reference is when I pass my roof right here. So when my house actually leaves my site, that's what I'm using as a marker. And on the first lap with the cranes, and I'll just go lap by lap, I measured my voltage, what my voltage was there. So the first lap was 14.9, then it was 15.0, 14.5, 14.5, 14.3, 14.2, 14.2, 14.2, 14.0, 14.1, 14.2, 14.2, 14.0, and then when I came into hover and land, it was right about 14.6. So that was the voltage for those laps, and my lap times, because I thought it would also be interesting to kind of get what my lap times were. My lap times were in the low 8s to mid 7-second range with those props. The 5040 tries are what I do next, and those came out looking something like this for lap voltage: 15.3, 15.2, 15.4, 14.7, 15.2, 15.1, 14.9, 14.7, 14.8, 14.8, 14.3, 14.4, 14.4, and when I landed with 14.9, and I actually got I got an extra lap in there. I think I did one more lap than I should have, and I was going off of 2 minutes with my Tyrannus timer. So I was just going by the timer on the Tyrannus. When I hit 2 minutes, I would stop and come in and land. So as for the times with that prop, I was consistently in the high sevens. There was one or two laps with like an 8:03, but my fastest was like a 7:69, no 7:48 with that prop, and my fastest time with the crane was a 7:60. But overall, the 5040 try was a much more consistent prop for lap times, and it was also more efficient. So I think what I need to do at this point is actually ditch the F40 Pros and go with a motor that isn't as thirsty. I love the power that they have, but it comes at the expense of, you know, too much amp draw. So anyway, that was just a little test I decided to do this morning, and don't drink the efficiency Kool-Aid that the 5038 props like to serve.